Time now for the morning rush. Right now, Valencia County deputies, they are looking into persons of interest after finding the body of Albuquerque woman Mary Kay Brizzi. Now, Brizzi was found dead in a remote area west of Los Lunas. Brizzi sued the city of Albuquerque for trying to evict her from her home because she was living there without utilities. No suspects have been named in that case. Neither the circumstances surrounding her death, they also remain unclear. Chris, Connor.
This is a look at 1:30 this afternoon. A couple of rogue thunderstorms over the Gila and Sacramento mountains. Otherwise, just some clouds for the East Mountains today. As far as tomorrow goes, starting off with a similar start, clear skies, an ever so slight chance of rain in Albuquerque. Measurable amounts of rain are going to be unlikely until we get to this cold front, which is expected to be here on Sunday. David?
The man who beat two roommates will serve 30 years behind bars. Back in January 2018, the bodies of Eugene Carroll Ray and Zachariah Fry were found dumped along a road near Stanley, New Mexico. James Knight was seen on surveillance video using Ray's credit cards and driving his car. He was arrested yesterday in court. Knight pleaded guilty to 2 counts of second-degree murder.
New video this morning shows the scene APD officers arrived to when they found an Albuquerque mother and daughter murdered. We can see officers arriving at the Nob Hill home of Shanta and Laura Hanish last month. Officers speak with several concerned neighbors. Witnesses say Laura told them about her daughter having troubles with her ex, Jesus Cartagena, who is now charged with their deaths.
President Trump claims that he tried to stop a crowd chant of "Send her back" at a recent re-election event in North Carolina. The crowd's shouting went on for 13 seconds on Wednesday as the president made no attempt to interrupt them. The chant was targeted at Representative Ilhan Omar of Minnesota.
By next year, the city says it will start fixing issues at the most dangerous intersections in the city. Officials now using a new tool to identify those problem spots. That tool is the High Fatal Injury Network, or HIFIN. Some of the data includes showing places with very fast traffic or few sidewalks.
Today, the community is set to gather and celebrate the life of local singer Ernestine Romero. Earlier this month, the police say that Ernestine was shot and killed by her husband, who then turned the gun on himself in Santa Fe. A memorial service for Ernestine will be held at the Ben Lujan Gymnasium in Pojoaque, followed by a funeral mass at the Nuestra Senora de Guadalupe Church.
If you're spending any time outside today, you gotta have some water on you. Otherwise, you could suffer a heat stroke. Extremely hot conditions not only in the metro, but possibly record-setting temperatures out in eastern New Mexico. David?
The granddaughter of late state senator will serve out his rest of his term in the legislature. In May, John Pinto died at the age of 94 after serving more than 4 decades up in Santa Fe. Now, Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham has appointed his granddaughter, Shannon Pinto, as his replacement. Pinto was set to fill that vacancy by the San Juan County Commission.
A new report touts the economic benefits of Los Alamos National Laboratory. The impact report from UNM finds LANL drives about $3 billion into the state's economy. It also found the lab provides a boost to employment.
It is the city's first annual junk jog, and it's going to be coming soon to Albuquerque. The 4-mile event will have people picking up trash while exercising. Participants will get a plastic bag, gloves, a litter, grabber, and a t-shirt. Registration is now open with the event taking place in September.
The Rail Runner offering a special trail is scheduled this weekend to celebrate the grand opening of the Judy Chicago Museum. Saturday's grand opening on Becker Avenue will include a special birthday celebration for Judy and museum tours. To accommodate visitors, the Rail Runner will add extra trains tomorrow and on Sunday.
And it's half-price weekend at the Biopark. For adults, it is $5, seniors $2.75, and kids $2.50. This is the third of 4 half-price weekends this year. Just a heads up, the Penguins will not be out. They're going to be debuting next Tuesday.
Happening tomorrow, hundreds will fill Albuquerque's Nob Hill for the annual Route 66 Summer Fest. The street festival will take place on Central from Girard to Washington. The event will feature live music, a market, kids activities, as well as the old Route 66 car show. The free event kicks off tomorrow at 5 p.m.
Happening tonight, the Albuquerque Isotopes are going to be back on the mound as the Mariachis de Nuevo Mexico. They are also looking for a win after losing last night's game to Fresno. It was a tough loss for the Topes, ending up with a final score of 10-9. The Mariachis take on El Paso tonight at 6:35. Connor.
Traffic is looking good. Everything is good on the roads. The only thing to talk about is a closure. San Mateo is closed in both directions at Catherine due to police activity. Guys?
One gas station company's price for unleaded gasoline may have drivers thinking twice. Now, every Thursday for 2 hours, Terrible Herbst is selling gas for 60 cents per gallon at different locations around southern Nevada. The company is running the promotion to mark 60 years in the area. Drivers can check out the company on social media or download the Terrible Herbst app.
Wow, that'll get your attention.
There you go.
Pretty
60
cool.
cents.
Welcome back. It's time for 5 Facts.
At number 5 this morning, looking ahead for your Friday night, the Albuquerque Isotopes, they're going to be back on the mound as their alter ego. That is the Mariachis, then Nuevo Mexico. They're also looking for a win after losing last night's game to Fresno. The Topes looked promising, but ended up losing by 1 point in the end. The Mariachis take on El Paso tonight at 6:35.
Oh, wish them good luck. Number 4 here, APD trying something new to keep people safe on bike trails. Recently, no loitering signs popped up along some paths, and police say those, along with routine patrols nearby, have really helped with the area, keeping it safe significantly. Police will be out this morning talking to people to get input about the public's experience using the bike paths. That event runs from 6 o'clock this morning until 10 o'clock.
And at number 3, it's 70 degrees right now in Albuquerque, not for long. 90 degrees by noon, 100 degrees to end the day. Possibly record-setting temperatures out east. Take it easy out there. Lots of water if you're spending any time outside today.
Number 2, new video, police video, I should say, shows officers arriving at the Nob Hill home of Shanta and Laura Hainish last month. That's where they were murdered, the mother and daughter. Officers spoke with several concerned neighbors and friends outside who told them Shanta's ex-boyfriend didn't seem right in recent days. They were talking about Jesus Cartagena, who's scheduled to be in court next month.
And at number 1, investigators are looking into several people linked to the death of an Albuquerque woman, Mary Kay Brizzi. The woman who sued the city to stay in her home without utilities was discovered murdered in Valencia County. Last December, Brizzi told News 13 that she had fallen on hard times, was living in her home near Central and Eubank. She had been missing since June.